Welcome on in, everybody, to the Diesel Simulation Stadium tonight. We are going to simulate there we go. Make sure the volume's up. The NBA playoffs. All right. We're also going to watch the games that are coming on as of right now. One game finishing up. Nope, just one final. The Pacers beat the Bucks 123-115, and the Thunder 118 beat the Grizzlies 118-199. Timberwolves and the Lakers are warming up. Tonight. All righty. There we go. All right, as you can see, we have the bracket up. This is the current bracket for the year. Obviously, I'm a couple days behind due to WrestleMania season. But now that WrestleMania season is over, it is now time for the NBA. So you guys already know this, but let's break it down. Thunder in Memphis, Nuggets, Clippers, Lakers, Wolves, Rockets, Warriors. In the East, Cavs, Heat, Pacers, Bucks, Knicks, Pistons, and the Celtics and the Magic. Let's begin. First round, first game. Everything is a best of 7. So here's game 2. But both number 1 seeds are up 2-0. Boy. Here's game 3. Injury in the Cavaliers, but the computer will do. The computer does everything, guys. I'm doing nothing. And here's game 4. Are we going to get some wins? All right. Cavaliers and the Pacers sweep for the East, and the Timberwolves and the Warriors sweep in the West. Everybody's 3 up, 3-1. Game 5. The Clippers. Hold on, they beat the Nuggets. And Boston takes out Orlando. Game 6. We have our second round matchups. The Thunder and the Clippers. The Wolves and the Warriors. Cavs, Pacers, Celtics, Knicks. Clippers 1 up. Again. Cavaliers are just getting crushed in the injury department so far. Clippers up 2 for the Thunder. The Timberwolves 2, up 2 on Golden State. Boston and the Knicks tied at 1-1. Cavaliers up 1 on the Pacers. Clippers looking for the sweep. Golden State gets a win. Boston up. Cavs up 2. All right. The Clippers sweep the Thunder. The Timberwolves up 3-1. Boston and New York are tied at 2, and the Cavaliers up 3-0. The Timberwolves up 3-1 now for Golden State. The Cavaliers have swept the Pacers. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, here we go. And all right. So we have now simulated through to the conference finals. The Clippers will meet the Timberwolves, and the Cavaliers and the Knicks will meet in the Eastern Conference Finals. Cavs up 1-0. Timberwolves up 1-0. One and one for the Cavs, 1-1 for the Clippers and the Timberwolves. For Game 3, Cleveland and the Clippers take it. Simulation for Game 4. The Knicks tie up the series, but the Clippers win Game 4. In Game 5, the Clippers take the series. So the Clippers are going to the NBA Finals. Will they take on the Cavaliers or will they take on the Knicks? Cavs and the Knicks, Game 7. We're going to simulate with the simulcast. All right, let's simulate it. If it's close within the fourth quarter in the last 2 minutes or so, we will watch. Let's check it out. Knicks up first, 5-4. Back and forth so far. Back and forth so far in the first quarter. The Cavaliers starting to pull away. We end the first 23. We end the first tied. Cavaliers pulling away, up by 5. Oh, Knicks take up. Oh, back and forth. Knicks starting to pull away. Oh, Knicks pulling away now by 10. Double digits now. Oh, Cavs starting to pull back. Let's see here. Knicks have a comfortable lead, but the Cavs are coming right back. We end the third quarter. Cavs down 3. I think we're going to watch his final 2 minutes of it. Knicks up 12-10 now. Knicks starting to pull away. And stop. Knicks up 10. 1:49 to go. We're going to simulate it now. We're going to watch it. Can the Cavaliers come back, or are the Knicks going to take the East? All right. I'm going to mute up. Here we go. Final minute, 49 seconds.
Garland finds Mobley. Back to Garland. To the inside. And it's Mobley. That time on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Merrill in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Bridges. Back to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
A minute 6 left to play in the fourth. Mobley passes to Allen. Robinson with a steal.
And there aren't many feelings like this in sports. Knowing you've earned a trip to the NBA Finals, a special moment for the Knicks.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And breathing a sigh of relief now. Enormous pressure coming in. It's easy to tighten up, play not to lose, but they really brought the energy. A well-deserved victory here tonight.
They had to fight and bite and scrap and claw their way through the conference finals. Just when it seemed like they might be in trouble, they turned on the afterburners. It was a tremendous effort all the way around.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jalen Brunson.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And the New York Knicks will move on.
All the work, all the effort that they poured into winning this conference, it is a significant achievement. They sent some of the best teams in the East home early.
But with that success, a reminder that the most difficult part of this journey lies ahead.
True enough, but still, only one team comes out of each conference, and every year is a battle for the chance to go to the finals.
A chance to celebrate this moment because preparations are now in motion for the biggest matchup of the year, the NBA Finals. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
So it appears the New York Knicks will be the Eastern Conference champions. And it looks like the Clippers are going to win the whole thing. Oh, wait, let's see. The Western Conference Finals MVP is going to be James Harden. The Eastern Conference Finals MVP is Jalen Brunson. And there we go. I guess I was wrong. My apologies. I was wrong. There we go. So we will... For the finals, let's simulate through just like we did before. The Clippers take game 1. Game 2. Simulate game 2 now. Clippers up 4-0, 4-2, 6-2, 8-2. Clippers pulling away. Low scoring first quarter. As the points start doubling now. End of the first quarter, it's going to be 23-15. Clippers. Knicks starting to come back a little bit. Knicks down 1-0. Knicks battling back here in the second quarter. Back and forth, back and forth. And it looks like halftime is going to be a 2-point lead for the Clippers. We are simulating the NBA Finals. Clippers, Knicks. The Clippers and the Knicks were the two teams that 2K has simulated through. This is game 2. Knicks down 4. Knicks clawing back. They have to win this one. It's end of the third quarter. They're down 2, 73-71. Well, fourth quarter, you guys want to? If it's close, we're going to watch it. 2 minutes. Oh, the Knicks finally take the lead. 2:12 to go. Knicks up 1. Game 2. Just automatically puts me to the home team. Okay, there we go. We're going to watch this one through. I'm going to mute up.
Robinson, a screen on Harden. Lets it go from the wing. And that one's good. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Harden out there with Simmons. And it's Zubac's in at the 5 spot.
Wow, Ben Simmons, the kind of bucket that you can build some confidence on.
Here's Brunson. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Leonard. To take the lead. The shot, no good. Good D by Anunoby. Brunson takes off. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges against Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Harden outside. Jacks up a 3. Robinson pulls it in. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. They lead by 1. Bridges for 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Knicks with the ball. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move. So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Now here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Pressured that shot by getting the hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. A 3 from Bogdanovic. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up missing both free throws. And here's Leonard. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees New York take this one. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at one game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
That concludes game.
All right. Game 2 is right there. We are now tied up at 1, and now we're going to simulate. Use it. Oh my goodness. All right, now we're going to simulate Game 3 right now. Another tightly contested game. These games have all been very tight. First quarter coming to an end quickly here. Knicks are winning most of the first quarter, and it looks like the Clippers are going to end the first quarter. Oh, wait. Yep. Oh, God, jeez. Knicks up 32-31 at the end of the first. Simulate a little faster here. We'll slow it down in the fourth quarter then. If we have to, we will once again watch it. Watching everything, 2 minutes to go if it's a tight game. If it's a blowout, we're not really going to spend our time on it. We are currently simulating Game 3, NBA Finals, according to 2K. They have simulated that it's going to be the Knicks and the Clippers. Knicks and Clippers. Another tight one here. Looks like the Clippers are starting to... Well, every time I think somebody's pulling away, they're not. 2 minutes to go. Fantastic time to catch in. Clippers up. Right in the middle. Blah, 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 blah. No. All right, never mind. There we go. All right, here we go. Game 3.
1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
NBA Finals.
Achua against Leonard. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. Ben Simmons is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Harden surveying the D. Shoots over Bridges. And the Clippers miss again.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
That's good from Towns on the assist from Anunoby. Towns has got 41.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Here's Leonard over Achua. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Pass to Towns. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Harden, the pass to Simmons. Out to Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
So I can talk a little bit more. Anyway, Knicks up 1. 29.8 seconds to go. Leonard up. Game 3.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. For the Clippers, Norm Powell comes in for Jones. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Simmons. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Achua.
As well as next year simulation. And if we got some time, maybe we'll do a WNBA reset.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line.
Ball game,
and that ties this game up.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He was encouraging his guys, telling them, quote, just continue to run through the plays. Explore the options. You're doing a great job. Now just focus on finishing this one.
Thank you for that, Allie. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Towns down low. He's guarded by Zubac. Shakes him. It falls!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up
seconds to go.
They just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Hard against Leonard. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Game 3, we're headed to overtime.
Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun.
Game 3. Here we go. Series tied 1-1.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's McBride in at the 1. Nails the baby hook.
Right.
Anunoby, a willing passer, a team player who wants to get that ball to his open guys.
Outside Bogdanovic. Pass to Zubac. Back to Bogdanovic. Zubac with a screen on Bridges. Here's Bogdanovich. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Pretty smooth screen and roll there. Got to be up on Bogdanovich.
Outside McBride. Here's Bridges. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Harden.
Leonard to Hunter.
Inside. Clock at 6. Here's Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
Overtime, game 3.
Bridges
Series
outside.
at 1-1 here in the NBA Finals. 2K simulated it. Knicks, Clippers.
Fades. Powell pulls it in. Well, overtime basketball. About a minute and a half played. Pass to Leonard. Zubac with it. Back to Leonard. To the middle. Outside for Harden. Zubac screen to take the lead. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Hart. Towns with the ball. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Timeout by the Clippers. Game 3 of the finals.
And it's Leonard with the ball for the Clippers.
Time.
With the 10-footer. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to McBride. Towns against Zubac. Towns passes to McBride. Hard up top. Leonard defending. Towns for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Towns has got 46.
140,
one of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Leonard looking around. Zubac with a screen on Hart. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by McBride.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Pass to Towns. No good. Great D that time from Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. Overtime basketball. A little under 3.5 minutes in. Outside Harden.
Minute and a half to go. Game 3.
Zubac screen.
140-137 Knicks.
Lets it go from 11. And that one's long.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
Back to McBride. Pass to Towns. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. The Clippers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to go in OT.
For a minute.
Powell passes to Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Josh Hart.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
He hits the first one. And that brings him within 2 here.
First one is hit. 47 seconds to go.
And Leonard drops them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
to the paint.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
3-point game, 37 seconds left. Clippers are not using that time.
Leonard with the ball. Pass to Powell from outside the arc. The Knicks pull it in. And that's an intentional foul.
Foul right there.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Second shot.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
2K says simulation, Knicks Clippers in the finals. Game 3 overtime. Knicks up 5.
Down low, stolen by Bridges, and so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
Bride hits again. Up by 6 now. 21 seconds to go.
And there's another rebound.
It seems like he's grabbing every rebound.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. For 3, Powell. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
So New York wins it, and this is a critical win for them. They grab the lead in the series after splitting the first 2. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again.
So the Knicks grab game 3 in overtime. Let me just do this real fast. I want to... There's like the... What's this with the simulation? Set up. Where's the... I guess I don't have... I would... Ticker now... Oh well, we'll just have to live with it for now. I'll check it out on the other side when we restart the season. We simulate the season again. All right, Knicks and the Clippers, game 4. Speed this up a little bit. Here's game 4 in LA. The Knicks up 2-1. Knicks pulling away. I said the Knicks were pulling away, then the Clippers stormed right back, but now the Knicks stormed right back. Up almost by 20 at this point. think we can speed this through. I think. Oh, yeah. Looks like the Knicks. The Knicks are going to take game 4. I mean, so the Knicks up 3-1. So here we are back at home. Let's simulate it. Let's see what happens now. Game 5. Yep, and it looks like the Clippers, and we're going to watch the final 54 seconds here. Because that's what we're doing here. One more time, let me just... Controller settings. Just looking for the settings. I'm just looking for the volume. Here we go. Audio presentation. Commentary can go down. The crowd is really what does it, isn't it? Let's put everything down to like 50% here. There we go. There we go. Doesn't sound like it's so screaming in my ear. Bye.
54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Brunson with it. Robinson a screen on Simmons. Brunson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Brunson's got 34.
34
and
for
Simmons
Brunson,
has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. OG Anunoby is out there with Karl Anthony Towns.
Block right there.
Then it's Mitchell Robinson.
Looks like we are headed back to LA
Brunson.
for
and it's
game
Bridges in its shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right
6.
now. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jones finds Simmons. And here is Dunn. Kicks it out to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. And that one drops
Leonard
for
in there. Much better game
lead by
for
18.
the Clippers than it was.
So many advantages Kawhi Leonard has when he's inside. Size, power, strength. To the cup he goes.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win cast the series in a whole new light now, Greg.
And listen, they still got
so the Clippers now have taken
but
game
after seeing
5.
how they performed tonight, is there any doubt?
All right, David, thank you.
The Clippers have taken game 5, 117-99. The Knicks still up 3-2 in the series. So we're just going to keep things moving here. This is, if you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. 2K has simulated the playoffs. This is what they have. Knicks and the Clippers in the finals. We are back in LA. Let's see what game 6 looks like. Just simulate real fast right now. And we're just going to simulate through. It looks like a total blowout for the Clippers. So we have crucial game 7. Here we are. 2K simulated the playoffs. It's going to be the Knicks and the Clippers according to 2K. And we are down to game 7 here in the NBA Finals. So obviously we're going to simcast it, and hopefully we're going to have a great game. We are back in New York. So far back and forth. The Clippers starting to pull away. Knicks trying to stay there. Clippers pulling away. Yeah, looks like the Clippers are going to pull away at under a minute. It's a blowout, but under a minute we're going to watch so we can watch like the presentation of the trophy. And it looks like the Clippers with 17 seconds left. Looks like the Clippers are going to be the NBA champions. Just make sure one more time that I have all my sliders. All right, good. 122-99.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
This is Game 7, and it appears, according to 2K,
Leonard with the ball.
They are going to have the Los
Jones
Angeles
with a screen
Clippers
on Achua. Leonard for three.
winning the
Doesn't
game,
go that time.
winning the NBA Finals.
And they've done it! The Los Angeles Clippers have won the NBA championship. They go on the road and take care of business, and now the championship is theirs.
To be on the road, to silence the crowd, winning the championship with all of it on the line, what an incredible performance. Hats off to this team.
An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as NBA champions. And you can bet back home the celebration has started. Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
So here we go. The NBA champions are going to be the Los Angeles Clippers, according to 2K. James Harden will be the NBA, the Kia Finals MVP. So there you have it, guys. Clippers Knicks in the finals. Clippers win. Let's see now. Let's do a simulation era. We're going to do a season simulation. We're just going to control everybody. I want to do it that way. No. Control the Bucks. Auto-generate. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Okay. So what I want to do is change this to 12 minutes. Simulate everything. I just want to Okay, what we want to do is care about anything like that. What about team? Okay, here we go. Team stuff. Don't care about all this other stuff. I'm just wanting to prospect. Can be on, management can be on, lineup. Because I don't want to do anything. This is just a simulation. So we'll just turn on everything. Yeah. Okay. Once again, we have simulated the year. The Clippers are winning. According to 2K, the Clippers are going to win the finals. That is according to 2K. So if you're just joining us, welcome on in. 2K projected that we have the Knicks and the Clippers in the finals. So now what we're doing is we are re-simulating the season. Right now we're going to re-simulate the season and just to see where it would be now. And we'll simulate that playoff as well. Welcome in, everybody. And here we go. So now we're just going to simulate the regular season. I have picked the Bucks just to pick a team, but I'm not playing. As you can see, we're just simulating. What did you guys think of the first simulation? The playoff simulation where 2K basically said Knicks, Clippers, with the Clippers winning. I think it's going to be Cavs OKC, but that's just me. Hold off there in June or January. Man, the Bucks 14-25 so far in this simulation. We are re-simming the year. And we're going to simulate the next year just to get a grasp on what the next year could be. And then if there's time, we're actually going to get into the WNBA and simulate a season of that to re-simulate the season last year. So that would be Caitlin Clark's first season. And Angel Reese. Stop simulating. We are not stopping. If you're just joining us, 2K has already, we've done the simulation for the playoffs. 2K says it's going to be the Knicks and the Clippers, with the Clippers winning in Game 7. I think it's going to be the Cavs. Cavs and the Thunder. You can tell me who you think. We can discuss. It's all right. So we are re-simming the season. The Cola. The Joker is the MVP. Rookie of the year is this young man here and down in Atlanta. Sixth player of the game is Russell Westbrook. Defensive player of the year is Victor out in San Antonio. Thompson is the most improved player. The clutch player of the year is Cade Cunningham. Chris Finch for the Timberwolves is the coach of the year, and the executive of the year is the Timberwolves executive as well. So if we re-simulate the season, Phoenix and Golden State are going to be your play-in along with the Clippers in Sacramento. And in the East, Miami and Philadelphia, and Brooklyn, Detroit. So we are re-simulating the season. And 2K likes Minnesota. So the play-in. So after the play-in, it looks like this. This is what the re-simulated season playoffs were to look like. So let's just quickly simulate through the round. So you've got the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Lakers, Mavs, Spurs, Knicks, Celtics, Cleveland, Indiana. The East is looking kind of the same, isn't it? Second round has the Timberwolves and the Spurs for the West, and the Knicks and the Pacers for the East. The conference finals. Julius Randle for the Wolves for the West, and in the East, Karl Anthony Towns. So that tells me the resimulation of the season has the Timberwolves and the Knicks. And the Timberwolves have swept the Knicks. So the resimulation of the league have the Timberwolves taking out the Knicks. So we're just going to advance through everything. Don't need to get into anything. Draft will happen. All right, this is early simulation of next year. So we are now simulating the 2020, would that be the 2025-2026 season? The Bucks doing a little better at this point, 16-10. Last year they didn't make the playoffs in our re-simulation of the season. This year they're ranked 4th in the conference so far. Story of the night so far, Knicks Clippers is what 2K has predicted for the NBA Finals, with the Clippers winning Game 7. No. The Bucks now have fallen to the 7th conference in the ranking in the conference. This is next year's simulation. We've already simulated the playoffs. We have resimulated the season. And now this is where we possibly could go next year. All right, hold on one second. All right, in simulating next season, it appears the most valuable player is going to be Victor down in San Antonio. Rookie of the year is going to be Kevin Tatum. That's probably a fake name. There's the sixth player of the year. Defensive player of the year is going to be Victor again. Most improved player is going to be Jalen Tayson for the Cavaliers. Clutch Jason Tatum. Coach of the year is Finch. And Nathan Mack again is the executive of the year. Which means, no, they don't. So let's simulate the play-in. So that's what the finals could, or that's what the playoffs could look like next year, according to 2K. So let's just simulate it. So this is way earlier. Of course, we'll get onto it. Victor is the Western Conference Finals MVP, and Delonte Murray will be your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Spurs and the Raptors next year, according to 2K. Very interesting. And they have the Spurs sweeping the Raptors. Victor, of course, is the MVP. Very, very, very interesting. So let's do something fun. So now we're going to do something a little fun. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. We have simulated the playoffs. 2K says it's going to be the Clippers and the Knicks. And the Clippers will win the NBA Finals, according to 2K. Then we re-simulated the season, and the Timberwolves met the Knicks for the finals, and the Timberwolves beat the Knicks. And then we simulated the next season after this season. And the Spurs beat the Raptors. Very interesting. All right, now. See, they play 10 minutes, the ladies do. Superstar. All right. Now I want to do just a simulation, just to have a little fun. Have a little bit of a little competition here. Let's see who wins a championship first between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Let's follow their careers and let's see what we can do. Just a good way to just end this awesome stream. Thank you guys so much. Let's go to the Fever. And let's simulate the regular season here. Boom, boom, wow, 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 wow. We're not stopping anything. It's just all... Okay. To 2024. AJ Wilson is your MVP. Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year. Cameron Brink is the 6th Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Caller. Most Improved is Emma Canton. Carter is the Clutch Player of the Year. Becky Hammond is the Coach. And Will Cobb is the Executive. She got traded. Interesting. Hold on. Very interesting. Let me... Let's see a transaction report. She was playing on Phoenix. Okay. So Phoenix and Dallas, the Liberty and the Minnesota. And then we have the Aces. All right, Aces and the Fever in Atlanta and Chicago. So let's see player stats. Caitlin Clark. It's just for the playoffs. Where are the season? Okay, so that's just... No, it's season stats. That's what I want. Okay. Caitlin Clark. 36 games. She averaged 16.8 points a game. Okay, and then... Angel Reese. 8 points a game, 10 rebounds. Wow. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Let's check out the simulation here. Who wins the finals first? No, this could be over in one shot. So the Fever were eliminated. Chicago's in the next round with the Vegas Aces. Chicago's been eliminated, Minnesota's been eliminated, and the Aces are going to win the finals. Let's get to the next year. Just playing a little competition here. Who will win their finals, their first finals first? Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark in year 2 wins the MVP. Alyssa Ply wins the 6-man. Defensive Player of the Year is Asia Wilson. Okay, so far, Angel Reese has not won any awards. Angel Reese has been named in year 2 to the all-defensive second team. Okay. Indy, Phoenix, Vegas, Minnesota, Chicago with the 2nd seed. So let's check out the Commissioner's Cup. I don't know how to read that. Sorry, I'm not sure how to read that. Let's go to the WNBA standings. So the Fever had the top team in year 2, 29-11, followed by Atlanta and Chicago. Okay. And we simulate the playoffs. The Sparks have been eliminated. The Mercury have been eliminated. Minnesota's been eliminated, and the Mystics. Chicago Sky has been eliminated. The Fever have been eliminated. All right. Aces and the Dream and the Atlanta Dream have won the finals. Brianna Stewart is the finals MVP. All right. Year 3 as we simulate the careers. All right. Simulate the regular season. Care about the trades. Caitlin Clark wins the MVP again, 2nd straight year. 6th Player of the Year is Ryan Howard. Cameron Brink wins the Defensive Player of the Year. And Teresa Witherspoon for Chicago is the Coach of the Year. Caitlin Clark once again makes it to the women's all WNBA first team. And Caitlin Clark made it to the all-defensive second team, but this year does not have Angel Reese. Chicago with the number 1 seed, Indiana with the number 2 seed. They were right there, 3 games. All right, let's simulate the first round. Aces have been eliminated. The Lynx have been eliminated. The Sparks have been eliminated. And the Liberty has been eliminated. So we have Chicago, Atlanta, Indiana, Washington. The Fever have been eliminated. The Sky have been eliminated. Mystics and the Dream. And the Dream have won the championship. All right, guys, we are heading into year 4. Year 4. And are they still on their... Yes, Caitlin Clark is still Okay, let's check this out. This is amazing. So Indiana now has Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Plum, Aaliyah Boston. I am not going to butcher that name. I'm so sorry. Alyssa Thomas, Brittany Griner. Oh, man. Liberty now have Asia Wilson. Wow, she got traded. Minnesota. Carrington. Phoenix. Washington Mystics. Just trying to make sure. Angel Reese is still in Chicago, so that's good. Cameron Brink is still in LA. All right. This is going to be a great year. This is year 4. Caitlin Clark again for the 3rd straight year. Cameron Brink again with the Defensive Player of the Year. Clutch is Cameron Brink. Caitlin Clark. Once again, is the WNBA first team. Second team, Angel Reese hits. Defensive team, nobody, and Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are in the second defensive team, so that's good. There's your playoffs, 1 and 2 again. Mercury's eliminated. Storm is eliminated. Sparks. The Atlanta Dream has been eliminated. Mystics. Oh, here we are. Stream is going to end right now. In year 4, we have the Fever and the Sky. Oh, man. Here we go. For it looks like game 1 is going to go to Chicago. Here's game 2. Game 2 is going to go to the Fever. Game 3. We are in Chicago now for game 3. Chicago up 2-1 on the Fever. Game 4. I think WNBA does what, best of 5? So I think this is it if the Fever can't win this. Let's check it out. Looks like Chicago will win game 4. So in year 4, the Chicago Sky will win the championship, which means Angel Reese has beaten Caitlin Clark to win the finals first. And Angel Reese will be the finals MVP. Very interesting. Let's just, for lack of argument, one more simulation before we shut her down for the night. Is everybody still where they should be? Clark is still on the fever. And Angel Reese is still... Oh, I see. So Angel Reese still has 1 year left on her contract. So does Cameron Brink. Okay. And then Caitlin Clark. So let's simulate the year here. And then we'll simulate next year to see if they team up. Or will they go to a different team, or will they stay where they are? Cameron Brink is the most valuable player. I'm passing through the rookies because they're not real rookie names. Okay. Cameron Brink is hurt, but she won all WNBA first team. Caitlin Clark is injured, but she hit the second team. Defensively, either. So here's what the playoffs will look like. Chicago and Indiana are not 1 and 2 this year. Sparks been limited, Liberty. Fever's been limited. So the Chicago Sky has won back-to-back. Back-to-back championships. All right. So this was, I think, the final year of their playing at the team. So let's see, did they stay? No. Caitlin Clark is not on the Indiana Fever anymore. Where did we go? New York Liberty now has Asia Wilson and Brittany Griner. Caitlin Clark went to Minnesota for 4 years. And Angel Reese has left Chicago. Where did she go? Did I miss it? Did she retire? Did they have her retire? No. What the hell? Did Angel Reese just retire? Oh, she's a free agent. Wait a minute. How does that make sense? She's a free agent. Holy shit. So in year 5, after winning 2 NBA titles, Angel Reese wait a minute. Cameron Brink, Angel Reese. Holy shit. Yeah, she's a 2-time champion, 3-time All-Star, 1 final and then she just became a shit. Well, let's simulate this season. She has to be on a team by the end of the season. I mean, there's no way that she's not on the team. So Cameron Brink injured, but she signed with the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, Minnesota Lynx. Dude, this makes me nervous now. Kelsey Plum, she's signed somewhere. Angel Reese went back to Chicago for a 1-year deal. Is this making any sense? And the first round is Minnesota, Chicago, which is Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. So let's just see what happens. All right, so in year 5, in year 5, Caitlin Clark gets her championship. But she only scored 3 points. What is going on? Dude, I kind of want to see how this plays out. What time is it? I'm having some kind of interesting fun here. All right, retirements. Who is retiring? All right, so Brittany is retiring. Hold on, I gotta scratch my ear. Hold on. Brittany Griner's retiring. All right. All right, so Angel Reese finally in year 5. Wait, in year 5, Caitlin Clark finally wins her first championship. All right, Caitlin Clark, Brianna Stewart. There's Phoenix. There's DC. Cameron Brink now is on the DC team. Angel Reese signed a 4-year contract. Okay, so Caitlin, okay. Okay. All right, so here we go. Stephanie Goodwin. Okay. Cameron Brink, NBA All-Star. Caitlin Clark is the second team. That's it. Okay. Once again, Caitlin and... Okay, this time, Caitlin gets eliminated by Angel Reese. Yeah. All right, so now the Mystics have won, which means Cameron Brink wins her first championship. Yep. Cool. Play retirements. I'm just looking now to see. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting simulation here we're doing, guys. Here with the WNBA. All right, everybody kind of stayed put. So now we'll see what happens. So who basically, Caitlin Clark once again, MVP. Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brinks, NBA All-Star first, NBA, all WNBA first team. She went to Seattle, looks like. All right. Cameron Brink is the all defensive team. Okay. Chicago is where Angel Reese is number 4. Minnesota, where Caitlin Clark is number 2. Cameron Brink, Washington is number 3. Angel Reese is out. So once again, this is Caitlin Clark. No, it's not. What? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Oh, she got hurt. But technically, she wins the championship. So she has 2 championships, but she's hurt. All right, once again, we are looking for the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. When are they going to retire? And I'm even throwing in there Cameron Brink at this point. All right, Clark is back. Cameron is still in there in DC, and she is still in Chicago. 2 years, 2 years, 1 year left. This is Caitlin Clark's last year here in Minnesota. Then where's she go? It's hard to tell now. I don't know the league that well, so I'm assuming that most of these players are made up players. Chicago, Angel Reese has the number 1 seed. Minnesota Lynx, Caitlin Clark is the number 2 seed. All right, here we go. Angel Reese has been eliminated as the number 1 seed. Washington Mystics have won the championship, which means Cameron Brink has won her 2nd championship, tying Angel Reese. And Caitlin Clark. All right, out of those 3, they have been no retirement. Caitlin Clark should be on a new team, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, she is not on Minnesota. She is not in Phoenix. This is Cameron's her last year in DC if she doesn't resign. Angel is the same way. Caitlin's not in Seattle. She's not in Connecticut. Not in Dallas. She is in Atlanta for 4 years. All right. She is Atlanta. Okay. Cameron Brink is an NBA All-Star, the WNBA 2nd team. She's also a All-Defensive 1st team. And Angel Reese is All-Defensive 2nd team. All right. Once again, first round, you have Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark once again eliminates Chicago Sky. Caitlin Clark has won her 3rd championship as a part of the Dream. Yep, her third title. Player retirements. Kelsey Plum retires. And Lexi Hall retired. I believe Cameron Brink is up for contract. So we'll see where she went. Caitlin Clark is still in Atlanta. Fever. Okay. Reese is not in Chicago anymore. Cameron is in Connecticut. Free agent. Angel Reese is once again a free agent. Oh boy. I hope that's not how her career goes. This is the second time she's been a free agent not signing. Caitlin Clark once again wins the MVP in Atlanta. Asia Wilson signs with the Aces. Caitlin Clark is a all WNBA first team. Cameron Brink is a defensive second team. Let's see if Angel Reese signed somewhere. Hope she did. I wouldn't see why she wouldn't. Serious right now? Angel Reese is in Atlanta. Why didn't I see her? No, not in Atlanta. I'm sorry. Dallas. There she is. She's in Dallas for a 1 year. For a 1 year deal. And Dallas is not in the playoffs. Caitlin Clark has been eliminated. So the Phoenix Mercury have won the championship. Let's see if there's anybody on there. Nobody that we're tracking. Retirements. Nobody yet. I'm like mesmerized by this. This is really cool. All right. Caitlin Clark is still in Atlanta. She's got 2 years to go. We are looking for Cameron Brink is in Connecticut. And now we're looking for Angel Reese. a free agent again? She is. Jesus. This is the third time she's been in a free agent. But she always gets picked up by the end of the year. And then she goes to the playoffs. So we'll see. Caitlin Clark again wins the MVP. Caitlin Clark wins all WNBA first team. Brings defensive team. Okay. Atlanta's the number 1 seed. Let's check out Angel Reese. Did she resign, or did she sign with somebody? No, did she? She did not. Wow. Nobody picked her up this year. Seattle Storm have won the championship. Right. Nobody, out of the 3 women that we're looking for, nobody has retired. Caitlin Clark. This is her final year in Atlanta, unless she resigns. Cameron Brink is 2 more years in Connecticut. Angel Reese is still a free agent. Did Angel Reese sign? Uh-oh. Is she injured? Oh, we're starting to get dethroned. Cameron Brink still in Connecticut. I don't believe this. Angel Reese still a free agent. I don't believe this. The Atlanta Dream have won the championship again, which means in her possible final year, Caitlin Clark has won her 4th championship. Retirements. Asia Wilson finally hangs it up after a stellar 3-time championship, 3-time MVP, amazing career. It's either this season or the next season that we're actually going to get some movement again. Let's see if Angel Reese has been picked up. All right, so Caitlin Clark is not in Atlanta anymore. She's in LA for a 1-year deal. Cameron's in Connecticut with a 1-year deal. I'm literally shaking my head. Angel Reese hasn't played in 2 seasons. 2 seasons. Coming to the end of this. Alright, so she's playing in LA. Somebody pick her up. Come on, somebody had to pick her up now. Caitlin has been eliminated. Her old team, the Atlanta Dream, have won. Retirements. Alea Boston. Caitlin. Oh. Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark should be on a new team now. She's not in LA. She's in Vegas. She's in Vegas. Cameron Brink is a free agent. And down the list, damn. Did I miss? Did I miss it? Cameron Brink is a free agent. Angel Reese is... There she is. Free agent. Wow, I can't believe that. Okay. Cameron Brink is on the Fever. And Angel Reese. Shit. Is it still a free agent? Atlanta Dream beat Caitlin Clark's Aces. All right. We have to be starting to get close here to the end here for our Caitlin Clark. This is her final year in LA. And Brink is in Minnesota. And Angel Reese. Still a free agent. Is it because maybe she's injured? I don't know. She hasn't played since year 2034, 2035. And what year is this? It doesn't even tell me. Oh, this is 2039, so she hasn't played in... Oh, the Aces are gone. The Fever win the championship. Retirements. Angel Reese retires. Angel Reese retires after not playing in the last 5 seasons. So let's look at her real fast here. So Reese, I'm writing this down. Reese was a 2-time champ, 1 finals MVP, 6 All-Star. Not a bad career for Miss Angel Reese. Unfortunately, I don't know, she didn't play like the last 5 years. It was the damnedest thing. Hate to see her. Hate to see her retire. But now we're in the 2040 season. We're not in Vegas anymore. Uh-oh. Caitlin Clark is a free agent in 2040. Cameron Brink is also a free agent in 2040. Very interesting. Cameron Brink has signed with the Las Vegas Aces. Caitlin Clark is back in Minnesota, 1 year. She's been eliminated. Atlanta Dream win again. Retirements. Oh, we're still playing. So we are going to start the 2041 season. love this. Caitlin Clark is a free agent. Brink is a free agent. We have to be coming probably the end of her career now, I would imagine. Caitlin Clark is in Washington. Brink is a free agent. Washington is number 4. You can see him on the right-hand side. They made it to the... They lost to Atlanta and Atlanta again. Jeez. Retirements. Cameron Brink finally retires. So let's just write down what she contributed. Brink. She was 2 champions, 1 MVP, twice finals MVP, and a 14-time All-Star. Jeez. Good for her. So now we're going to check out Caitlin Clark. This is probably her last year, I would imagine. She keeps falling further and further down the list. She's a free agent. She's down to 90%. We'll see where she hits. If she joins a team or she is just a free agent, and then will she retire? Caitlin Clark is still a free agent at 40 years old. And it will be Atlanta again. Retirement. She is not retiring yet. Oops, what did I do? Let's see here. I kind of had fun with this WNBA. We might have to dive into this again. Did I miss it? Oh, there she is. Wow, she dropped from a 90 to an 87. She's 41. Years old here. It's Carly White, whoever she is. She just keeps dominating. All right. '87. Caitlin Clark, free agent. This will probably be the last year. I'm assuming it'll be the last year. And Atlanta just keeps dominating through. Retirements. Nothing yet. How many seasons is she going to play? She'll be, what, 42? Yep. 42. Not that there's anything wrong with being 42, but... Juicy Moore, MVP. Yeah, I don't think. Yep, Caitlin Clark, still a free agent. Seattle finally wins one. Retirements. There she is. Caitlin Clark retires. 18 years of pro, 42 years of age. How did she do in her career compared to Cameron Brink and Angel Reese? So Clark, 4-time champ, 6 MVPs, 17 All-Stars. She was never a Finals MVP. I think she had the better career, personally. But I don't know. Cameron Brink, though. She's a 2-time champ and a 2-time Finals MVP. I don't know. You guys be the judge. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for me tonight. I am going to cut it short. I'm going to cut it now. The main thing that we did tonight was the NBA playoff simulation, in which case it was the New York Knicks versus the Los Angeles Clippers, and the Clippers, according to 2K, are winning the whole damn thing. So there you go. Then we simulated the season again, and the finals was the Minnesota Timberwolves and the New York Knicks. The Timberwolves won. Then we simulated the next season, and then that was, what was it, the Spurs and the Raptors, and the Spurs won. And then we have just been playing the WNBA franchise here. We were having a little competition between Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, and Caitlin Clark, who would have the better career. Angel Reese was the 2-time champion, 1 Finals MVP, 6 All-Stars, but she was a free agent for 6 years. Cameron Brink won 2 championships, 1 MVP, 2 Finals MVP, and a 14-time All-Star. And Caitlin Clark, 4-time WNBA champion, 6 MVP, and 17 All-Stars. So you tell me who had the better career. All right, join me Thursday for the Draft Spectacular, and we're going to be playing 2K, PGA Tour 2K. We're going to be playing the course. Oh, I don't have it on my head right now, but we're going to be doing a course. The TPC Louisiana course is what we're going to be playing. And we can discuss the NFL draft if you are so interested. All right. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I appreciate all the views, all the likes. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of the evening. I will see you on Thursday night. Good night.